I'm just giving him the telly warning. He's not actually in there.
Is he in there? No.
So usual routine. We've got Dan from Sky and Jeff and Luke from Three Couches, and then we'll have the cameras off for the whistle.
Afternoon, Rob.
Danny, right.
Before we talk all things Lou, just want to get your reaction on the news I broke this morning. Jurgen Klopp announcing he's going to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. I mean, just your reaction on that.
He's a huge part of that football club at the moment. I've got the utmost respect for him. He's one of the best, that there's been ever. I feel really privileged to have gone up against his team earlier in the season. Looking forward to another opportunity coming up. But yeah, what he's done at that club and wherever he's been is sensational. So yeah, top. And I get it. I kind of understand the reasons. It's intense. This job is intense. I can't imagine what it's like at an institution like Liverpool, and to do the number of years that he's done there and have the success that he's had. Just amazing work.
We'll move on to Luton. First of all, how was the trip to Dubai, and what would you feel that could do for the group?
It was good. Yeah, we enjoyed it. Refreshed us a little bit. Got some good training in. We'll see. We'll see what it'll do for the group. I don't know, but hopefully we can come back and hit the ground running.
How helpful is it to just get that time away as a group, not necessarily maybe the tactical side of things, but after such an intense first half of the season, just have that time by themselves away from? Yeah,
I think it's good, away from it all, no pressure on us, and just being able to sort of chill out. It was nice. It was good, but it's difficult for me to do that anyway. Even when you're around a pool or whatever, you're still thinking about what's next. So I think it was good for that to be able to switch off and spend some time together. But we're back now and focused on it. But it was a really good few days.
Looking ahead to Everton, team news-wise, do you have any fresh injury concerns or unavailable other than the long term?
No, not too bad. Still missing Mads. It's going to be a few weeks. Jordan Clark suspended, but other than that, we're there or thereabouts. So there's one or two that we're going to have to manage as well, because we've got a huge game a couple of days later, obviously. So we'll be looking at that, but we'll be going into this game, picking a team that's as strong as possible to try and win the game.
I just wonder on that, there's a lot of chat around the FA Cup, whether it's the team trying to stay in the league, going for European football. But for you, where does the FA Cup kind of rank in terms of importance?
Well, the league is the most important thing. I'm not going to shy away from that, but because this is the next game, this is the game that we're preparing for now, that's all our focus is on it. So we want to win the game, and we want to go as far into the competition as possible. It's an amazing cup competition, so we're taking it very, very seriously. And for us to continue to keep building on our performances and to try and keep a feel-good factor around by getting positive results and performances. This is the next game and the next opportunity to do it. So we're really looking forward to it, going up against a brilliant football club in a great stadium. So the motivation is there for us.
I know it'll be a different game to all at the end of September, but how much confidence can you take from that game and what it meant in terms of the context of the season, your first 3 points, the Premier League season before that?
We know we can go on the road and win games now against top opposition, and so it'll give us good belief. But you're right, time has passed since then. It's going to be a different game, it's a different occasion, and we'll take that as it is. But it can give us confidence, and I think we're in, and I've said this before anyway, we're in good form. We're in a good period at the moment, so we want to really continue that. So we're really looking forward to the game anyway.
Just a few on the transfers, if you don't mind. In terms of outgoings, it sounds like Brian Giles was close to move to Hull. Do you have anything to say on that?
No, we've had an interesting offer from a club, but at the moment, the ball's sort of in the players' court at the moment as well. So I don't want to go into it too much at the moment.
Do you think you'll see any other departures before deadline day?
Not unless I want it to happen, and been really clear on this, that we need to make sure that the core of the group really stays together and stays strong, and that's been really important to me from the start of this window. So there may be one or two bits, but not much at all.
And just final one from me on the opposite side of things into the incoming. I know you signed Tom Holmes going back on them to ready to the end of the season. So question on him, but also similar question. Do you expect many incomings before that?
Yeah, pleased to get Tom in, and obviously then goes back and gets his game time there at Reading, and hopefully continues to develop there for the rest of the season, which is great. As far as incomings are, we've been working, well, like everyone does, not just in January, before that as well, and it's a difficult window, January. It really is. Prices seem very inflated, and we're at a football club where we won't be, spending loads and loads of money anyway. So it was very clear at the beginning. The main thing was keeping the group together, that we wanted to remain here, and anyone that would come in that improves us, we would try and do. And we have been working hard on certain things, and we'll see if we can, and if anything can come to fruition in the next few days. But it's a tough window. Thank you.
Rob, Jurgen Klopp has spoken about energy and exhaustion, and he just can't keep doing it as a reason for why he's leaving. I know you're at the opposite end of the spectrum because it's your first season, but talk about how much it takes out of you as a manager, because you're making decisions about so many things and so many players all the time. Someone said that you wake up and immediately you think about it, and the last thing you think about is it as well.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Look, it's great. We're really lucky to do what we do. And we do have a lot of good support around us as well to help shoulder a lot of that. But because the buck stops with us in the end, it does take a lot of your thinking time, and no matter what you're doing or where you are, it can be your focus, and that is a real challenge. So I can completely get, if that's one of his main reasons, and only he can tell us that. I can understand. What is it, around 8 years or so at a club like Liverpool? It's incredible. The pressure that he'll be under. It's really, really intense. So I can understand it, because it does take it out of you. And some people struggle to sleep, and some people struggle to eat, and some people, it can just. And it's mad when you're thinking about a game of football, really, isn't it? It is. But it's important to us, it is. It's important to us in this country, and but as I say, I'm not moaning or complaining about it, because I feel very, very lucky, me personally, to be in this position, and I'm sure Jurgen will say the same. We love our football clubs and love our football. Real privilege to do what we do, but it's challenging at times as well.
Do you think people comprehend just quite so how much? Someone saying to you, "Well, they only got to pick a team. What's hard about that?" But
Yeah.
There's so many decisions to be made all the time.
Yeah, there are a lot, but we can simplify as well. Yeah, all we have got to do is pick a team. There's obviously more to it, and but it depends what you want to put into it. It depends how far you want to go, how ambitious you are, and how much you really care about your work as well. Because I think all of us, in whatever we do, we all care about it, don't we? It depends how far you want to go and push yourself, test yourself, and when you're at the top end of the sport, it's there's a lot of focus and attention on you, and again, especially at that football club as well. So it can play with your mind a little bit.
With the Ryan Giles, I know you don't want to talk too much about it, but with Issa Kabore still out at AFCON, and obviously that's on the right-hand side, is it a situation where if someone's leaving, you're going to have somebody lined up before they go?
We're looking, and it hasn't got to necessarily happen in that order, but we are on that at the moment. We're obviously aware that Issa's still out there, and good luck to him, and hopefully he can go deep into the competition, because it's great for him as well. But we don't want to leave ourselves too short.
You said about the priority, and of course it's staying in the Premier League. You've got this game Saturday, but then you've got Brighton at home on Tuesday, and then Newcastle on Saturday. is it a balance in that, how you pick the side this weekend?
No, to be honest, I know there's a game in a few days' time, but we will deal with that. I'm aware of it, and there are contingencies in place, and we'll always talk about scenarios and what we may need to do during the game. But honestly, our focus is on about trying to win this game, and that is it. I'm well aware of what's coming, next week with Brighton and Newcastle, two extremely difficult games in the Premier League. But now all our focus is on Everton right now.
Barkley and Townsend return. Barkley missed the first one in the Premier League, so big old game for him, particularly the way he's playing.
Yeah, if he's selected. Yeah, it's a big one for him. He's looking forward to it. If selected.
Yeah, and a final one from me, which I've completely forgotten.
Sorry, Jeff, I put you off there. A bit of comedy, sorry.
Actually, what I was going to say was, the first time round, obviously there was a big Luton following, but because it's the FA Cup, there'll be even more because you get a bigger allocation. So a special day for the ones that can go this time.
Yeah, definitely, that's again another thing that's special about the FA Cup, I think, isn't it? We gave our fans it was a wet day on it, but a really, really enjoyable one as well. So hopefully we can make it the same again. So yeah, safe travels, and hopefully, I know we'll hear them tomorrow. Looking forward to it.